Hey guys, it is me again, and since that first video, I've been thinking about it, and I should say that I am currently in Amsterdam for like 3 weeks, so I'm not working my day job, but I am working on my side businesses. I've gotta say, it feels like I'm actually watching like this cheesy movie right now about like finding yourself, but part of me is just like, oh, maybe this is like my sabbatical for 3 weeks in a different country, like thinking about things and finding myself. And one of the things that I'm really, I don't want to say fearful of, but like what I'm afraid of by doing these videos and putting myself out there. And I remember having this extreme fear when I did the fertility too, of like, oh my God, I'm exposing myself to so much and putting, you know, most people are very closed off with what they do, especially they always want to hide things. And I think, this isn't any different for me for this specific journey, becoming an entrepreneur full time. I mean, the obvious fear for me was like, well, I do love my job, and like what happened when my coworkers or my boss or something sees these videos. Like part of me is just like, do I part there was a part where I was like, oh, I can like individually block people from my account to not see the videos, but then I was like, no, that's ridiculous. And you know I'm not saying I don't love my job. I'm saying I have other priorities in life right now. And if I don't try, even just try to pursue it, then I'll always wonder. And if the worst case scenario is I stay at this job that's, pretty awesome in its own right, and people really want, it's a very coveted job. It's a very good job. It was my dream job like 5 years ago. Life is not that bad, but at least I tried. So if you're like my boss or coworkers watching this and like, oh my God, Jasmine's gonna get fired, I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, I guess it's definitely like a fearful, like it's in my mind, and I'm just like, well, if it happens, it happens. Like again, nothing bad towards my job. I need to try. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And if I end up staying at this great job I have, then fine. That's great too, then that was meant to be. So that being said, those are like the fears, and also just like coming out. Also, well, the fear is also if I come out and say I'm doing this, what happens if it doesn't work out, right? Then I'll just like feel like a complete failure in front of, just not only, it's very easy to kind of fail amongst your own mind, but like to put it out there to thousands of people and be like, it's like the accountability thing. And I think by saying it out loud and by telling you guys, the chances of failing are even less, right? Because you're holding me accountable, I'm putting it out there, and even by saying it, like starting this journey and sharing it with you, it just makes it so much more real and so much more like, oh, this could happen, instead of like this like imaginary, you know fantasy land type of thing. Like I'm kind of like, you know what, maybe, I mean, this is going to happen because I'm saying it out loud. So that's just me talking about my fears. So I haven't even gotten into what I'm doing yet, and I don't want to make these too long, so I will end there, and I'll just continue these casts from my little sabbatical finding myself in Amsterdam. But that does not mean going to the coffee shops, so don't worry about that. It's not that kind of finding yourself. Anyway, on to the next one, and I will see you guys later. Bye. And if I work with you, shh. You're like, what is Jasmine doing? Just keep it quiet. Shh. You never saw this. Okay.
Hello. 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 Hello.
one's gonna look pretty.
Whoa.